Hey guys, this is Zach with another vlog, and I want to talk to you guys about the Season 6 finale of Sons of Anarchy. One word that really comes to mind that I can really only, I want to say, describe this episode is wow. There is absolutely no other words that come to mind to describe that episode besides wow. It is just absolutely amazing. It is so batshit crazy that you just don't know which way it's going to turn next, and then the ending will absolutely just almost rip your heart out and serve it to you on a silver platter. Everyone did such an amazing job in the episode, such great acting, and the character who plays the actor who plays the character Jax is just absolutely amazing at his acting, especially in the final scenes. I mean, I'm not going to spoil too much besides that for you, especially if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, what is wrong with you? I understand if you have kids or something, but give them some Benadryl and send them to bed. Honestly, I cannot use enough words to describe this besides wow, 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 wow. It is just absolutely amazing. At the end of the video, I want to go ahead and put a picture I took because I didn't catch the episode on TV. I had to catch it on my phone later on at about like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I took a screen cap of one scene that is very, very powerful just in the photography itself. And it will even have you saying wow, because it is just amazeballs-tastic. There's no other words to really describe it. You guys might think, oh, he's playing it up, or oh, this is just some stupid prank and it's really a stupid episode. No, it is wow. Especially if you've seen the episode before this one where you caught like the few scenes of the next episode, you would not expect what's coming. You absolutely won't. I can promise you that. The photo at the end will be a spoiler, so if you don't want to see it, then click off the video before it goes to that. And yeah, that's all I can really say on that without spoiling it, because I want to talk about everything in the episode, so I'm going to wait a couple days before I do that. Another thing I want to address is the Tila Tequila outbreak, where she was wearing a Nazi uniform, or not Nazi uniform, Nazi armband, along with a very slutty silver outfit, standing in front of a picture of Auschwitz, holding a gun, wearing a Nazi officer's hat. And all I've really got to say to that is why? Because you tried to convert to Judaism several months earlier, and so now you're doing all this. Oh, and another thing is, she recently stated that Hitler was I think it was a sweet boy, and he was misunderstood, and that if he hadn't have gotten rejected from art schools, then it's not his fault. I understand if Hitler had stayed in art, then he wouldn't have pursued a career in politics, but Hitler is not a sweet boy. I remember reading something, I think it was brought up by the National Historic Society of Germany or something, and they actually stated he wiped his ass with one of his report cards in front of the school administrator whenever he was younger, slapped it on the table, and said, "That's what I think of my failing grades." He was very, very, I think the proper term for it is pornophobic, where he was just absolutely just disturbed by the image of sex. And if someone he knew would talk about sex or a nightly encounter with somebody, there's actually an account of a friend of his talking about a nightly encounter, as they were called back then, basically a one-night stand, with a nurse, and his palms became clammy. He began to sweat profusely and ran out of the room and out of the building entirely, actually, before his friend could finish his story. And so that's enough on Hitler. But Tila Tequila, really, there's no point in her. She had her shot at love, and I think there was even a shot at love too. But there's just, why would you honestly put that up there and then say he was a sweet boy? Because I know sweet boys. My cousins are sweet little boys. They're, I think 17 months, 17 months and 3 years old. They're sweet little boys. They'll accidentally hit you with something and say sorry, or did that hurt, or owie, or something along those lines. That is a sweet little boy. A sweet boy apologizes for what he did. Hitler was a vile pile of scum that, honestly, I'm surprised nobody shot him out of speeches, or he was just out in the open and unprotected. Oh wait, he's doing the same thing Obama is by he disarmed the public. Just straight disarmed it. But again, enough on Hitler. Sorry about that. But no, Tila Tequila, honestly, there's no real reason why she's famous besides that dark, empty corner of the internet called MySpace. MySpace bred a lot of stuff out of it, and honestly, Tila Tequila is not one of those things that MySpace should be proud of. Hollywood Undead is one of those bands that came out of MySpace, and we're actually all thankful for, at least a large portion of. A lot of people are. Sorry, it's about 8 degrees out here and the wind's blowing right on me and it's cold. I'm trying to hold the camera steady, but yeah, it's not working out so well. And she openly admitted that she doesn't see anything wrong with supporting him. That, really, several million people died, all because he didn't like their race, all because he didn't like their religion. I mean, he is just the prime example of what is today just a Republican and Democrat mix. I mean, it's horrible. If you really wanted to say something, then say before his career in politics he was a nice guy or something like that. Not, oh, he's a sweet boy, just making a general term. No. But at least they do have several things in common. As she stated, they were both, quote, bullied, unquote. But another thing, but they do have a lot of stuff in common. They're both not bright at all. They both suck at art. And they can never find true love, so I guess they are quite a lot alike in those perspectives. But other than that, no, you're nothing more than a woman who got famous on MySpace for having big tits. That's it. I can't think of anything else, and if anybody watching this video can, then put it in the description, because I can't think of shit. But no, addressing that on one more final portion, I just want to say, anybody who supports her in this, no. You honestly don't understand the world and how it works anymore. They're trying to preach and teach all this acceptance and all this stuff, but apparently a person who would have honestly been put to death by Hitler can't understand the fact of he tried to kill off lesbians, bisexuals, gays, and so many other people. Like, honestly, if she would have been alive in 1940 and in the same place she is now, she would have been in the concentration camp probably 19th or 20th. Yeah. But no, that's all I've got to rant about today. There's a train going by, so I got to kind of wrap this up. As I said before, a picture of the Sons of Anarchy Season 6 finale. Can't tell you what portion of the show it is, but I'm gonna try and get it up, because it is absolutely just an amazing scene that I caught with just a screen cap. Alright, leave anything I should talk about in the comments below. Always remember, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. You have a great night, and this is Zach signing off.